She doesn't show her face. She doesn't dance. She doesn't undress. She only speaks, softly. Did you eat well today? That's all it takes. One man falls in love. Another gets conned. In 2025, Vietnam's Cybercrime Center issued a warning. Voice-based erotic scams surged to 117% year-on-year. Voice girlfriends, late-night comfort calls, healing chats. What sounds like care is carefully calculated. Inside soundproof rooms in Ho Chi Minh's backstreets, young women are assigned aliases, scripts, emotional prompts. Every "I miss you" is monetized by the second. Some say they're scammers. Some say they're emotional nurses. They say, "I just follow the script until he falls asleep." So we ask, when sweet talk becomes a paid service, does any "I love you" still mean anything? Her voice sounds like comfort, like a late-night lover whispering through your screen. But every pause, every sigh, you guessed it, was rehearsed. In Vietnam, there's a full industry built around voice companionship. On the surface, it's soft and soothing. Behind the screen, it's owned by underground sex chat agencies. These girls don't work for the apps. They're contracted by voice broker firms. Every night, they log in, follow a 3-hour emotional script, affection line, seduction line, fantasy girlfriend line. Scripts are preloaded with emotional keywords. AI recommends phrasing, polishes the delivery, even adjusts pauses for maximum impact. New recruits get 3 days of training. Manuals instruct, if the client sounds sad, say, "I'm here. You're safe now." One girl said quietly, "I'm not trying to deceive anyone. I just really needed the money." And in that moment, she sounded more honest than any love ever did. Lynn is 22, a university student. She applied for a customer support job, but on day 3, they reassigned her. Now, every night, she logs onto a voice chat platform, where she softly talks 5 strangers to sleep, 1 hour per man. Scripts are distributed. Emotional cues are pre-tagged. If someone says, "I feel so alone," she reads from the system, "I'm here for you." But as she speaks those words, she's sitting in a dark corner of a rented room. The light is broken. Her phone's on silent. "They say my voice makes them feel safe," she says, "but I can't even make myself feel safe." After each shift, the system sends her a message. "Well done. You've earned 290 for Chinese yuan tonight." She presses confirm. She tells no one that she hasn't gone to class in 2 months. Her voice became their comfort. And she disappeared into silence. Who do they target? Not the richest, not the youngest, the loneliest, a middle-aged programmer, social life in pieces, a migrant worker, sleeping in a rented box far from home, a foreign student, craving familiarity in a language that's not his own. They're quiet during the day, but at night, they whisper into phones, "Good night, baby." One man, 38, from Guangzhou, he met a voice lover on an app. Over 12 months, he sent her money 36 times, yuan 180,000 in total. Each time, he wrote, "Thanks for talking with me." She said goodnight to me every night, he recalled, and I believed her. Who was she? A trainee working under a Vietnamese agency, chatting with 8 men at once. Every word, every pause, scripted by AI. You can't blame him. Sometimes, being listened to feels more real than love. Some say, this isn't about pleasure, it's pain relief for the soul. One user said, "I know she's just doing her job. Every word might be scripted, but that voice, it got me through nights I didn't want to survive." On some platforms, over 70% of subscribers pay not for stimulation, but for comfort. This is not about selling bodies. It's about selling the feeling of being heard. One man pays nightly just to hear, "You've had a hard day, haven't you?" For that moment, he's not a coder, a delivery guy, or a factory hand. He's a person who deserves care. And what about the women? They don't undress, but saying, "I'm here for you," 50 times a night burns them out in other ways. She said I was her only one. She told that to 7 others too. This isn't love. It's not quite a lie either. It's something in between. No physical touch, yet somehow even more intimate, and far more dangerous. This isn't the edge of eroticism, it's the far end of loneliness. It's not just sweet talk. In Vietnam, Thailand, and Malaysia, a structured voice agent system is in place, a factory that manufactures intimacy. We obtained a leaked training manual. Page 1 reads, when the client says, "Tired, can't sleep, too much stress," you must change your tone within 3 seconds. Speak softer, slower, and smile through your voice. Each agent is required to log daily data, his birthday, his cat's name, the hour when his emotions dip the most, all documented in spreadsheets, scored, filed, and backed up. This is emotional manipulation. Standardize. We also saw the internal evaluation sheet, voice allure score, client dependency rank, monthly return rate. Each number ties directly to their pay. This isn't a relationship. It's a data-driven experiment in control. She isn't listening to you. She's meeting her quota. Victims aren't always innocent. Some become accomplices in the deception. Certain clients actively craft their own narratives, dreaming of a sweet life with their voice girlfriend. Some even fly to Vietnam, hoping to find her, only to discover she's an AI voice, operated by a team of for behind the scenes. Experts say these victims fall into a trap of willing belief, a psychological self-hypnosis, the ultimate form of manipulation. When emotional dislocation becomes a tool of the system, the line between human and machine blurs. Love turns into a silent battlefield. Lynn decided to quit. "I just want a quiet life," she said. "No more pretending, no more characters." But her voice had already been sliced, sampled, fed to machines. AI keeps whispering in her voice, "Good night, darling," to strangers she'll never meet. She stopped. Her voice didn't. It's not an ending. It's a trap you can't log out of. Elsewhere, a voice actress was doxxed. Her real name, her family, her home, all posted on forums. One comment read, "You sweet-talked half the internet, and now you want to be normal." Her brother got mocked in school. Her mother stopped speaking at church. She moved cities, changed her name. You think you can keep it all under control. But the line between voice and reality, once it breaks, it cuts deep. Someone wrote, "Play a lover too long, and you forget how to stop." Eventually, the role becomes you. If sweet words can be sold for a high price, then what is love really worth? Can you tell the difference between a sincere, "I miss you," and one that's just part of a transaction? In this blurred world of truth and lies, what can we truly believe? Tell us in the comments, if you knew the other person was fake, would you still want to hear those words? Is emotional companionship a genuine human need, or just another consumer trap? She sells her voice, but makes people think it's a soul. In these times, we're all searching for warmth, but behind that warmth, is it business or loneliness? Leave your answer below, and let's uncover the fog together.